This video is supplied for those parents who could not make the August 25th kickoff meeting for the CYE year for St. Columba Parish in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. The agenda that we covered included introduction of our new youth group activities for our children that will occur outside of the CYE days, the role of parents in faith education, results of our NCAA testing of our students, and the new things that are occurring this year that we're very excited about. Sister Suzanne Duzan, our new coordinator and director for our youth activities program, presented the exciting new programs that she has for all ages from kindergarten through 12th grade. Please, please explore the website for more information on how to register your children for these after-school activities. They occur largely on Friday afternoons, except for the youth groups, which occur on Sundays. Your role in the education of your children is paramount. The Catholic Church, from its very inception, has recognized the domestic church or the family as the primary source of education for children. We, as the Catholic Church, have always supported you as parents in educating your children, not the other way around. So you are absolutely critical. As Pope Paul VI has said, the educators, the role of parents as educators is so decisive that nothing else can be compensate for it. And you are irreplaceable and inalienable in your rights to care for your children. We are here to support you. You teach your children every day by what you do, what you say, how you act, how you practice your faith. They learn primarily from you. And our CYE program is here only to help enhance that. And our goal here at St. Columba is to do exactly that, to both help you by giving you additional catechesis as well as helping your children. But ultimately, what you do is most critical. It is you, the parents, who are most effective in bringing Christ into your home, as making him part of your everyday lives, in the simple things you do, in saying a prayer before meals, in talking to your children about their CYE days, in attending Mass with your children. I often hear from parents, but I'm not a theologian. I'm not sure I know my faith as well as I should. What if I make a mistake? I'd like to say to you what Christ said 365 times in the Bible. Do not be afraid. Just center yourself in your own faith. Let the Holy Spirit guide you. Pray, go to Mass. And it's not a radical change from what you do. You're simply teaching them how to live their Christian faith. And the best way you can do that is take them to Mass with you. Now, what I'm explaining here is not just theory. We know as a fact as educators that the principal, most important leg to education and learning are the parents. The catechist comes second in their witness and how they portray the information. And then ultimately, the curriculum that we choose, the books that we use, aren't as important as these other two legs. The parents are absolutely critical. If the children don't see you witnessing your faith, if the children don't see you actively involved, then why should they be actively involved? Because they're going to do what their parents do. For those of you who are new to our program, this is our working model, if you will. The children are in the center. They are supported by the parents and the catechists. But there has to be a linkage between my office, the Director of Religious Education, and both the parents and the catechists, and I would add, between the parents themselves, as the parents talk to each other about different problems, different things that they're encountering, and work together. So we're trying to build this family of learning, if you will, across all aspects. The curriculum that we use here at St. Columba has been chosen by our faculty, and it is the Flam Gospel Weeklies. There are some beauties to this that I'd like to highlight. Every single grade gets exposed to the same curriculum every Sunday, at an age-appropriate level, of course. In addition, there's an adult form that we're going to be using here that allows you to explore your faith more intensely, and it has the same sequence as the children have, so that a family can be learning together about the exact same thing. And it's taken from the message of God, so it's taken from the gospel readings for that particular week. Here is an example using the Awaken, the adult portion, to show you how the units are put together. Each week or each section has a different topic head. So Unit 1, we walk in the footsteps of Jesus. Unit 2, we prepare our hearts for Jesus. Unit 3, we are followers for Jesus. And Unit 4, we continue the mission of Jesus Christ. So we're incorporating these concepts throughout the several weeks of each Gospel Weekly. Here's an example of how simple the sheets are. This is the Awaken for adults. It's only 2 to 4 sheets. And if you look on the sheet, you can see things that are marked in yellow. Those things that are marked in yellow kind of guide you through the sheet so that if your child happens to miss a week, there are instructional videos online that can show you how to actually go through this on your own with your child at home. It doesn't take an education degree. It doesn't take an expertise in catechesis. You simply read through the sheet and it guides you. And many parents have told me they've learned more about their faith just reading their children's sheets than they thought they ever would. When I took over this job, I decided to do a deep dive into where our children and catechists were at. And we used the National Catholic Education Association testing format to look at our fifth graders, our eighth graders, and our catechists themselves. They take the test. And I'm happy to report to you that after the first year, they're preliminary results, but in every category, you'll see on the next two slides, in every category, we have improved over the last year and a half to 2 years, and we're going to continue along this process as we go forward. One of the areas that is still of a concern to us is our life in Christ, and this is how we live the gospel, how we live our Christian life. That, of course, includes our Sunday obligation, going to Mass. It includes how we live in society and how we address the various assaults, if you will, on our Christian Catholic beliefs by secular society. I'm putting out two statistics here that may drive this home. When asked how regularly they attended Saturday or Sunday evening Mass, 47% of our eighth graders said occasionally. Well, if we're not participating in the source and summit of our life, in the great gift that Christ has given us of Himself in the Eucharist, how can we really become close to Him? How can we avail ourselves of what God, the great gift that God has given us? And 41%, only 41% of our eighth graders thought that abortion is always wrong. This form of relativism towards the respect of the dignity of life is something we have to address because it trickles down into many aspects of our society. There also was a common theme that did not occur necessarily in our CYE programs, but when asked about their schools, they felt that their schools, that about 30% of them had experienced racism in their classes. So as parents, you should be aware of this, that something is happening in our secular schools that may not be what you want your children to experience, and also may be something that you need to address at home. The weekly calendars as well as the sacramental calendars can both be accessed on the religious education website and are available for you to look at any time. They will be updated from time to time. If they are updated, the updated date will be placed on them. This year, we are updating all of our rooms, utilizing the rooms in the school. There will be smart boards in every single room that the teachers will be able to use. Classrooms are being individualized. We're rearranging desks and chairs to make them age appropriate for the children. And we will have Bibles in every classroom from second grade through eighth, and a children's Bible available for kindergarten through first grade. We have an exciting group of teachers. They're very energetic, very eager to start teaching. I have listed them here for you and where they're going to be in the classrooms. You'll get this list as well when your child comes to CYE. In addition, this year we have launched a program where we will have junior catechists. Our high school students will be coming back and assisting in many of the rooms. And if any of you have high schoolers who are interested in this, please contact me. We also have secondary teachers for each room who will act as substitutes. We can always use more teachers. There's never a dearth of need for that. So if you are at all interested, this program does allow you to teach without any experience whatsoever. There's a couple of things I'd like to point out to you on our sacramental calendar. October 19th is our retreat for the 7th and 8th graders. This is for confirmation prep. Also that confirmation is a bit earlier this year, as is First Holy Communion. Confirmation is set by the diocese, and we aren't the earliest. Some of them are occurring in early February, but we'll be March 23rd this year. Bishop Senior will be officiating that. First Holy Communion is on April 5th this year. This also allows us to have the children participate in the Easter Mass, which is the holiest Mass of the year. So it seemed a bit theologically backwards to have them have First Holy Communion and then after Easter and not be able to participate fully in the Easter services. Those of you who participated last year know that we had the Family Faith Days. There were 4 of them where the children went to their classes and you spent some time with me exploring your faith at an adult level. This year we're going to have 6 of these, and the teachers have added on something very nice. We're going to have Family Faith Sundays. This means that after CYE at the 10:30 Mass, the children will actually be running the lay portions of our Mass. They will be altar servers, they will be lectors, they will be ushers, and we're very excited about this because it gives them a chance to participate in the full liturgy of the Mass. In addition, this year we're going to have a May crowning for the entire parish that will be occurring on a Sunday, May 4th, and our children will participate in this as well. Speaking about our Family Faith Days, this year we're going to dovetail the Awaken program with the children's program. And on those Family Faith Sundays, the children will be serving in multiple capacities, as you can see here, learning about how to participate in the liturgy. The support of the parents for this is going to be absolutely critical. But we're really looking forward to it. We still will have our social time. We still will have our bagels, and our bakers are going to be bringing in tasty treats as well. I'm going to go over some resources to help parents in their faith and in teaching their children. Every home should have a Holy Bible. I recommend the Great Adventure Bible. It's a newer edition with some improved translations, modernized words, and a lot of background and information. So if you want to read about the story behind the story, if you will, there's quite a bit in there. And it's a very useful Bible. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, Ascension Press, has a newer version out there that is, again, easier to read. So if you don't have a catechism where you can resource back to what are the teachings of the church, I would recommend that every family have one. The Catholic Youth Education Program page can be reached directly from our website. The Parents Portal is highlighted here. This is where you will find videos such as this and other additional resources that I'll show you on the next slide to help you teach the faith at home and to help you with your own education as well. Here is what you will find on the Parents Portal, a number of different videos, teaching aids. You'll notice in there navigating and using FLOM at home. That's if you miss a CYE class and want to teach it at home, it shows you how to do it. These videos are only 3 to 5 minutes at length, not as long as this particular one, so they're pretty easy to get through. Finally, I'd like to thank you for your time, for listening to this video, and most importantly, for caring about the faith development of your children. This office is also here to help you. 3 times a year, we have major faith, exploring your faith studies, and you are welcome to any of those. You're also welcome to contact me at any time for any questions you might have, either about our CYE program or about journeying in the faith yourself. All of us are on a journey to holiness. All of us need to improve, and we can only do it together. So God bless you and thank you for listening.